We are back here at this listing for our final walkthrough today, just to make sure that nothing has gone wrong in the house before my buyer gets the keys. I got it shut off again.
Veronica is now working at Right Choice, officially here, our newest team member, and now she's able to submerge herself inside of Right Choice and right inside the bullpen where every one of us has things going on. Okay, so apprenticeship program. We've got ourselves where we're gonna do 160 hours of one-on-one before you start trading. How do you feel about that actually?
A lot of hours.
Yes.
Doable.
Yes.
I think it's smart.
Good.
Because I could totally go list a house tomorrow, but that doesn't mean I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Even if you had a listing, I'm confident that we could work to it together. But we're doing this at Right Choice because we want to try and give you a foundation before you get out into the battlefield. I'm here, Kev's here, Casey's here, but want to try and give you some exposure by being around here, us having conversations, you getting to see how we interact with people, some of the things that work, don't work, and just to give you a little bit more of a base after schooling before getting into the battlefield. And I'm confident already in your abilities of absorbing information that you'll be better off.
Now that I'm fully licensed, it actually feels amazing, and I'm so excited to start and continue learning with Joe for the duration of the apprenticeship. Being able to train hands-on with Joe, I think will be super valuable. It'll be interesting to see how the experience goes though, and what hands-on training means to Joe versus it means to me.
I am here in Niagara Falls at Sherry Vigna's office. Sherry is my mortgage broker. She not only deals with me personally, but I also recommend all of my buyers to her. I really like the way that she works. We've done lots of deals together, but I've never met her in person. So that's why I'm here today. Meeting with Sherry was awesome. I'm so happy that I was able to finally meet with her in person. I have had endless amounts of phone calls with her and worked with her on many different deals. So it was really nice to be able to put a face to the voice. I have a couple of questions for Sherry today that I hope you will find informative and that might help you along your journey. How important is it to get pre-approved before you start shopping for a home?
It's huge, first of all. It's super important for both of us. We can both attest to having a better idea of what somebody can qualify for going into house hunting is everything.
Yes.
There's no point in looking at the wrong size house if they're not going to qualify for it. For the buyer themselves to know what it is that they can afford, what they can qualify for, and everything that I do is numbers driven and paperwork driven. So if the paperwork doesn't show us or the numbers aren't showing us what we need, then we really need to make sure that we know what it is that they are going to tell us that the buyer can qualify for. Especially right now, this market is super aggressive and you need to be able to go in as strong as possible.
For sure. That meeting went great. It was so nice to meet Sherry in person finally and get caught up to date with some different things that are going on in the financial world.
I'm here to preview this beautiful property in Port Colborne. They want to see where their value's at. They're thinking about maybe making some investments. So we're here to see what they've got and what kind of numbers we can provide for them.
It was a gorgeous property out near the lake, and I really loved the tour. They did a lot of new work to it, and it has a lot of things that you can't see in other properties. So it's going to be a little bit challenging to get a price for it, but it's going to be a fun one to work on. And if they decide to bring it to the market, there'll be a lot of people that love this house.
Just finished looking at this property and it is as gorgeous inside as out. So this is going to be a really fun one to price out. We're going to let them know what kind of situation they've got and maybe what kind of money they've got to invest elsewhere.
So today I am playing electrician. I watched about 6 YouTube videos on how to hook up all the electrical stuff. So today I'm gonna drill a bunch of holes to run the wire through. We put all the boxes in last week, so now I just gotta run all the wire, and if this doesn't work, I'm gonna be shocked. Okay, so I got all the wires in, all the holes, all the wires in the boxes with a little extra to play with. I still got to go around and put all the staples in to secure everything, but for the most part, all the rough wiring is in. So we just got to get the electrician back here to do all the final connections and make sure that everything is good and I don't burn Joe's house down.
We are back here at this listing for our final walkthrough today. Now, I like to do our final walkthrough as close to the closing date as possible, just to make sure that nothing has gone wrong in the house before my buyer gets the keys. I got it shut off again. As it turns out, the sellers have actually turned off the water to the house because no one's living here. So now we're gonna turn the water back on to make sure everything is functioning properly. After going downstairs and turning the water back on to the house, we've tested the hot water and it all seems to be running just fine. Just finished up at our final walkthrough. There are a couple of items that still need to be removed from the home, but other than that, it all went well.